she, Adelaide?
Where is who?
With Alana, your yoga partner. Where is she? Are you still here?
I'm not sure.
All right, then where are you? Or rather, where do you think you are?
I know where I am. Why wouldn't I?
Where are you?
I'm with her again. Why the hell is she here? Anyway, I'm with Alana. She's looking at me. Strangely.
Why is that?
I'm telling her about Jacqueline. She doesn't understand. Oh God. Oh, she's looking around. She's gonna leave me like everyone else has. Oh God, why did I open my mouth again?
Adelaide, look to your left. Who you see sitting on the couch next to you. I'm right there with you, helping you remember.
You. Yes, you're there. Would you be there?
That doesn't matter. I'm here now. Let's think about what you're doing.
I can't control her. She's staring at me with those eyes. She's coming for me, Beverly.
Calm down, hon. I'm here. We talked about this. She can't get you when you're here. Remember, the door to your conscious is locked.
Oh, really? Is that so?
Funny, Adelaide. What happens next?
Adelaide isn't here right now. Can I take a message?
Jacqueline, how are you?
Cut the crap. You have a job to do.
What happens next, Jacqueline?
I'm looking at her. She's staring at me with eyes as big as deers. She tries to stand up. I stand up. Addie, don't do this, she says. I tell her Addie is gone now.
Jacqueline, what happened? We've come so far. You promised me you were past this. I would never have let you out if I knew—
Quiet! It's about to happen. My masterpiece is forming. I step towards her. She reaches around blindly behind her, looking for something to defend herself. My hands, oh, they're so cold. It almost hurts. She's trembling. The desire is eating me alive!
Jacqueline, do you feed off of her fear, Jacqueline? Remember what we talked about? Do you remember what you learned?
See how she runs for the door. Notice!
Where is the door in relation to the house? Is it near the bedroom, the bathroom, the kitchen? Didn't she run past the kitchen, Jacqueline?
I would have gotten there if you'd let me finish. Notice her fatal mistake. There! Did you see it? The door is just past the kitchen. She gives me the perfect opportunity.
There I am, right behind you, watching the scene unfold. What do you do next, Jacqueline? Do you perhaps grab anything? After all, you don't want her to leave, do you?
I don't remember. We were there. You're still with me, aren't you? You're not going to leave me like Alana did, are you? Do you know what happened? Do you know what I did? Tell me. Do you know what I did? Please! Tell me what I did.
Do you really want to know what you did, Jacqueline?
Tell me.
Jacqueline,
Now!
You heard her, Jacqueline. You ran into the kitchen after her, grabbed that knife she'd been using just before she came, and you heard her, Jacqueline. You had everything to do with this. I should never have taken you out or given you another chance. In my professional opinion, you belong someplace where you're going to be constantly monitored with no one else around. You are a hazard, Jacqueline. You can no longer be considered a functional member of society. Do you understand? Do you? Now, Jacqueline, do you see it? Can you place yourself there in the scene we were in before?
I see it. I see it. How could I have done this? How could I have lost control again? You
had something to do with this? This is your fault, Jack. You must remember what you learned. Only you are responsible for your own actions. I don't even know Alana. Why would I do such a terrible thing to someone I've never met? Now, I'm going to count down from 10. As I count, you will get progressively more lucid. Once I get to 1, you will almost be awake. After 1, I will snap my fingers, and you will wake up, remembering everything that happened. Now, focus on my voice, and remember what you've done. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You've made a grave mistake, Dr. Forbes.
You mean you've made a mistake, Jackie? Do you remember what happened? Do you remember what I said?
Yes, I do. And so do you, Dr. Forbes. I know what you've done. I have to tell someone.
No, you can't leave. Think about it, Jackie. I was only prompting you and helping you remember what you did. You hurt a friend of yours.
Was she really a friend of mine, Dr. Forbes?
That's who you said she was, Adelaide. Your friend from yoga class. You told me that, remember?
Did I? Because as you asked me to, I remembered exactly what went down in our session today. You told me that she was my friend from yoga class.
I was merely reminding you to help jog your memory. You're pulling loose threads here, Jacqueline. Let it go. Accept what you've done. Think about how far we've come, you and I. We've gotten close. Let's say that by some cosmic alignment, I did commit this crime. If they found out about me, I'd be put on death row. Death row! What would happen if they convicted you? At the very worst, you'd be put in solitary confinement. I'd tell them you didn't know any better. Jack, you won't leave me, will you?
I suppose that's true. Theoretically speaking, if it was you, what would happen if I told, regardless of whether or not they believed me?
Nothing would happen, Jacqueline. They wouldn't believe you. That's just it.
I have to tell. I'm not going to end up in that god-awful place again. I'm not going to do it, Beverly. You have to understand. Please, please let me tell, please.
Who do you think they'd believe? Even if it was me, the schizophrenic addict or the accredited psychoanalyst of said lunatic. Out in the world where people aren't quite like you. Besides, you have no way of proving it was me. The evidence is there, Jacqueline. It was you. You remembered it all just a few minutes ago. You remember, don't you?
I do remember, Dr. Forbes. At the end of our session, you asked me to remember everything that had gone on. Naturally, I did. You should be careful what you wish for, Dr. Forbes. Because I did remember everything. Everything! You told me things instead of asking them. You told me that I picked up the knife that Alana had been using right before I came in. Of course, I would know that and remember that had these things been true. But how would you know what she'd been doing before I came in?
You'll never buy it. You know that. You've got a history. I've got a crystal clear record. Isn't that right, Jacqueline?
Jacqueline? Jacqueline isn't here right now. She can't get me when I'm here. You taught me that. It's Adelaide, Dr. Forbes. Of course you have a clean history. I trust you with my life, Dr.